I'm Zach Babo. North Carolina has made the Final Four for the first time since 1993. Here are 3 reasons why they can win their first title in nearly a quarter century. First, they have the horses. Having an athletic edge can translate to advantages in several areas. The Tar Heels have outshot and outground-balled their opponents by a plus 117 and plus 72 margin, respectively. That results in a lot of extra possessions, and during those possessions, extra pressure on defenses. But the overall athleticism also applies to the depth of their roster. The Heels have 24 players who registered at least a point this season, and 23 that have played in double-digit games. They have plenty of options at both ends of the field if they need some fresh legs, an advantage against a potentially thinner Loyola team, and generally an asset if they advance the championship on a short turnaround. Second, stars have emerged at the right time and in the right places, particularly those that get the ball, stop the ball, and score with it. Steve Pontrello has been a beast all year for UNC, leading the team with 45 goals and 17 assists and dropping 6 points against Notre Dame in the quarters. His size and speed make him a danger anywhere, and his ability to attack from X and be productive above GLE is uncanny. At the face-off X, Stephen Kelly has been clutch, winning 59% of his draws and gobbling up 113 grounders. He put up an impressive 17 for 25 performance in the upset of the Irish. His ability to generate quick offense and to thwart runs while allowing UNC to play make-it-take-it could be huge. Goalies can steal games sometimes, and sophomore Brian Balcom may have been the biggest reason why the Heels moved past Notre Dame. His 14 saves had a cascading effect on frustrating shooters all day. He shined in early wins against Notre Dame, Virginia, and Duke in the regular season. A hot goalie goes a long way in May. Third, handling the emotion. UNC had a rocky start, but a players-only meeting seemed to reset their course. In years past, the Heels have seemed overwhelmed by the moment and the pressure of history, falling in some heartbreaking ways. This team seems to be playing with house money, and they'll need to keep that hungry but relaxed energy in the Final Four. Sunday's win showed a team that took powerful emotions and used them as motivation and energy rather than burden and anxiety. If they can continue to channel that energy in the right ways, it could be a potentially successful and moving experience in Philadelphia.
Hey everybody, this is Geoff Shannon with Inside Lacrosse, and I'm here with 3 reasons why Loyola can win their second NCAA title since 2012. Reason 1, Patrick Spencer. The Greyhounds feature the best currently active player in the country in freshman attackman Patrick Spencer. Despite being the focus of Towson's defense last Sunday, Spencer still scored 3 goals and 1 assist against the Tigers. He's a matchup nightmare, an old-school 5-tool quarterback who's continued to improve and add a new wrinkle in each game that he plays. He also continues to establish a strong relationship with attackman Zach Harrewires and Zach Sirico, and has an excellent rapport with offensive coordinator Ryan Moran. Number 2 for Loyola, defense. Balancing Spencer is an overlooked defense that's ranked 9th in the country, allowing just 8 goals a game. After struggles early in the year, the unit has settled on Foster Huggins, David Manning, and Jack Kerrigan to lock down the close. Freshman goalie Jacob Stover put the unit over the edge though, and he's making 59% of his saves through 11 games played this season, including 10 starts. As always, Loyola's rope unit is also fantastic. Point 3, experience. Head coach Charlie Toomey has been in this position recently, when the Hounds made their miracle run in 2012 to the NCAA championship. Managing this time of year is vital, and Toomey, assistant coach Matt Dwan, and assistant Steve Vignes did a superb job during that May. I expect them to do a superb job this time as well. There's a few players left over from that 2012 roster on this 2016 one, most notably defenseman Manning. He said he's already reached out to those 2012 team captains and asked for advice about handling the Final Four week.
What's up everybody? Dan Aburn here for Inside Lacrosse. Here are 3 reasons why I think Maryland can win their first national championship in 41 years. Reason number 1, ability to overcome a face-off deficit. Maryland has proved that they can be dominant even when they have to overcome a serious face-off deficit this season, the most notable examples being their win over Johns Hopkins and their quarterfinal win against Syracuse, where they lost 15 of 24 face-offs, but were still able to pull out a comfortable margin of victory. Maryland is able to overcome these deficits by playing sound defense. Their defenders can cause turnovers and know what shots to give up for their goalie, Kyle Bernlohr. The ability to overcome a face-off deficit will be pertinent against Brown, with specialist Will Garral being a dominating force for the Bears at the face-off X. Reason number 2, balance and depth. This Maryland team is one of the most balanced Terps teams in recent memory, with soon-to-be All-Americans at every position. This may also be one of the most deep Maryland teams under John Tillman. The red and gold midfield lines provide Maryland with 6 midfielders who are all capable contributors. Brian Cole is instrumental as a primary initiator, while Connor Kelly and Pat Young have had huge games for Maryland so far in the postseason. But players like Henry West, Tim Rotans, and Lucas Gradinger are all capable contributors, and focusing too much on Cole or Maryland's attack can open up looks for them. Depth for Maryland could be even more crucial given the Terps are playing in the late semifinal. Reason number 3, they've been here before. The advantage and experience that Maryland has coming into the Final Four is undeniable. It's the Terps' 5th Final Four appearance in Tillman's 6 years at the helm. It's Brown and UNC's first appearance in over a generation, while there's only one player on Loyola left over from their 2012 title season. Maryland also features one of the better senior classes left in the field. It will be those seniors' 3rd straight trip to the Final Four, and the lessons from last year's national championship loss will certainly be on their mind.
I'm Matt Kinnear, Inside Lacrosse. Here are 3 reasons why Brown can win the NCAA tournament. First, it's not just the Dylan Malloy show. Malloy, the four-time finalist with 114 points, suffered a foot injury and did not play in the quarterfinals. His status for this weekend is in question, but at the very least, he will be severely limited. But Coach Lars Tiffany's vision for this offense initially didn't include Malloy. Bailey Tills, the quarterback who replaced him last week, Henry Blinn, and Kylor Balistri were the 3 players that Lars Tiffany was going to build this fast-paced, aggressive offense around. That changed when Dylan Malloy came into the picture, but those 3 are still stud attackmen who are really going to light up the scoreboards. They did it last week and continue to do it this weekend. Jack Kelly in between the pipes. There's elite goalies in this NCAA championship weekend. Jack Kelly is the only one in that elite status with Maryland's Kyle Bernlohr. Kelly's aggressive. He'll attack the ball carrier and attack the shot. He has a .617 save percentage, best in Division I, and he has a great defense in front of him, particularly Larkin Kemp and Alec Tullett. But Jack Kelly, he's also the heartbeat of this team, and he's a key leader in the transition game that Brown is going to so desperately need against Maryland. He saves the ball and he outlets it right away, keying a strong Brown transition. And third reason why Brown can win this is the aura, the mystique around Brown State lacrosse. After the game, Coach Lars Tiffany said they're going to play as aggressive, as fast-paced, and as chaotic as possible. They continue to do that, and the good thing about Brown lacrosse is they don't care how you play, they're going to play their game. Coach Lars Tiffany also said, we do what we do, and we let the other team find a way to make adjustments to win. This is the team that everyone's been rooting for, the team that everybody wants to see, the team that has the aura and the mystique to capture the fan base in this Final Four. That alone can be the emotional edge to carry them to the NCAA championship.